$184. Another cash, $19,515. And a cashier's check for $8,974. That adds up to $48,000, $150,000. That's their taxes. Now they had, when you go to that masjid, the masjid was full, packed. Sometimes people was hanging out the door doing Jummah. The lines were full. They were speaking all over California, even Nevada sometimes, Oregon. They was going down to Irvine at least once a week, flying down and getting paid for it by the students. But when their taxes come up, we pay for it. All that beautiful property we bought over there, it sat there, and we bought it in '97. And Abdul-Malik left in 2008. That means 10, 11 years. That property was for the new Medina project. It was to use for the youth and for this, that, and the other, and they never used it for nothing but the yard, 8,000 square feet, junkyard, old cabs and everything on it. Inside the building, another 8,000 square feet or more, they used that for, Musa used it for those empty cartridges for, had thousands of them there. Just used it for a junkyard. You know, computer cartridges, not computer cartridges, but printer cartridges and all that. He had a little printing shop, and I guess he used to sell them. But the place was a junkyard. They never did nothing there. They was gonna build another schoolhouse, and they had 8,000 square feet to use for a school. And when we bought it, the building was fine. But if you let a building sit for 10 years, the roof gonna be falling. That's the way it is. When I came out there and got started, I had to run through all of that and fix it all. So out of the 5 buildings, we fixed 2 of them ourselves personally, and the roof of all of them. That's 8,000 square feet. That's over twice the size. This building is 7,000 square feet, 7,500 up and down. So it's, the roof is big, 4 times as big as this one right here, stretched out. This big roof. Yeah, that's what we did. Now, what am I getting at? I'm getting at Oakland, and this is Oakland's time again. And we don't say accidental, because design fitna, no matter what anybody believes, that's what it says, right? As to that, design fitna. Now, that means we're gonna design our own fitna. We're gonna design a fitna that fits into our policies, fits into our program. God willing, it'll fit into our future. And it fit perfectly. The timing, the engineering, everything fit perfectly. What do we mean? Right now, you hear a lot about Oakland, right? That's all, in fact, that's all you hear. Whether it's movies, whether it's history, you know, and what have you. So the Oakland story is a story that should be a motivation to our people. So the Oakland story should be a story of inspiration. The Oakland story should be a story. Is something wrong with that?
No, Well, not yet. Just the
Yeah.
battery's getting low.
Okay.
It's not charged.
So
we're good.
we call it, number one, a story of domestication. The hadith says that the Prophet ﷺ, peace be upon him, said about the shaitan, yes, I have a shaitan, but Allah has allowed me to overcome in one hadith and conquer him in another hadith, and he only suggests good to me. We don't use the word conquering the shaitan. We use the word domesticate the shaitan. Now, you got to remember, domesticate the shaitan and domesticate the system. As if it was a cow, you're going to get the benefit. You're going to milk the system. You're going to milk the shaitan. Why? Because you've domesticated him. We don't use the word conquer the shaitan. Domesticate, because we want him to stay alive. You ain't getting rid of shaitan. This is a permanent fixture. What we want to do is domesticate him and make him go in the direction that we want. Now, this is what design fitna is. Everything that happened in Oakland was according to our hopes. And I had showed y'all this thing from my phone bill about when Mukhtar and Khadijah called the house the same evening when my grandson was killed. Remember that? I showed y'all. In fact, I gave it was 4:23. I don't go into the Salatul Jummah on the 19th and what have you. That was also a field day. They were going through their changes, and they were going through the changes that we wanted to change, to see. First of all, it has to become visible. What we got to do is inspire our people to let them know. We say it every week, but we're going to be saying it for weeks, years. Because in this battle, we got what they wanted. We wanted because the battle was in the mind and the heart of people. The movie shows black people always fighting and never having a chance to win because they don't have the wherewithal, right? They don't have the weapons. It's because they're focused on the physical. So a great strategist got to figure out, well, okay, we don't have this, we don't have that. All right, now what do we have? What do we have? Right? Now remember, this is a protracted struggle, so we're going to change. Remember the talk in the last few weeks about Oakland was this is a spiritual jihad. This is a spiritual jihad, and a jihad, this jihad is fard kifaya. I mean, it's fard ayn. It's fard ayn for us because nobody else is doing it. And it's been like that. Remember, in this struggle against the system, nobody has been taking up that role. So we had to take it because we thought we understood what we think we understood what we were reading. Fard kifaya is simple. If there's enough people taking care of a need, no problem. You and I are relieved. If nobody taking care of the need, then everybody's sinning. If there's not one mathematician in the whole country, and we need mathematicians, we all in sin. Because we don't have no mathematicians. How you going to do anything? You can't build a dam, you can't do nothing. Because nobody can count. Nobody stood up to the system. Everybody played into the hands of the system. Dope busters. What are the dope busters doing? They walking up and down the street with the police. Y'all remember that? With correctional officers and everything. Now, if you're going to solve a problem in the black community, and you walking holding hands with the police, is that problem solved or enhanced? You got a bigger problem. Especially in New York, where if you can't find no dope, you stop your local police and, man, I'm trying to find a little something. Well, going around the corner then. Or he might, New York, what you need, man, what you need. Right? I'm talking about New York, everybody knows it, right? It's not new, it's been like that. Do y'all remember the French Connection? Man, that was back in, was that 69 or 70? That was 400 and some pounds of pure heroin. I don't know if anybody can count about, in those days, how much money that adds up to. It was China white, or it really came from, you know, Persia or Turkey. Let's say you just cut it 20 times, so if it's 400 pounds, you could make it 8,000 pounds, something like that. Anyway, you can do that. So, now look here. When they got to court, it was just milk sugar there. They couldn't even convict the people. Why? Because whoever had access to the locker, they go in, they cut a little bit, they cut a little bit more. When they finished, it was nothing but milk sugar. And they couldn't even convict the people because they didn't have no evidence. That's New York. So, if we're focusing on that drug problem, not only in Oakland but in America, and telling the truth, they have a phony dope busters, right? When we were talking about black, we have a phony black. Everything we talk about, they would come by with the full system supporting it, right? They never did nothing. They never did nothing, none of it. That's not only New York, I'm talking about our hometown, Oakland. Oakland never had none of these types of programs for community development. That whole thousands of feet of property that was purchased, we had to come out there and help them. They never come here and help us have no fundraiser, if anybody remember. And they got all the support, all the help, everything they need, all the time. Therefore, we have to clarify to people what Oakland was, what Oakland is now, and what does it mean to the world? Just so happened the global timing is fitting right into our program. The world is now focused on Oakland. Oakland was out of the minds of the people, right? The Islamic movement, when you thought about it for decades, it was Oakland. I mean in the West Coast. Oakland, Oakland, Oakland. Not LA, San Diego, San Francisco. No, it was Oakland in the Islamic movement. That's why, look what, y'all remember the white folks, it's the same thing. It's something going on because they said revolution from Egypt to the Americas, Oakland and the American Islamic Revolution. This is what they say, right? So, we're making these statements, and so the Negro, Mukhtar and them, was saying about, you never do nothing for the people, you're not a Muslim, because you never went to Hajj. Only thing is, I got a passport, I got a Hajj visa, stamps and everything. 1988. The only thing is, that's the year after the big struggle over there where they killed all the Hujjaj. I went all around America talking about the 98 1987 slaughter of the Hajis. So when I make my attempt to go, Saudi Arabia took my passport and gave me a visa. They just gave it back after Hajj, that's all. Other than that, it's fine. I have a Hajj visa. But they gave me my passport back after Hajj. Other than that, it's fine. Right? Something's going on. We either are, talking about the black movement, they could check with anybody that's alive now from the black movement that was overseas or just got out of prison here. So check up in New York. Anybody have any doubts? This is Pete O'Neill. He took over the party in Algeria after Eldridge stepped down. Brother Musa, enjoyed the tapes very much. Please send more by my mother. You know, if you send somebody by somebody's mama, they mean they trust you. Right? You know, okay. Your homeboy from the days of struggle, Pete O'Neill, Panther in Africa. So if they want to find out about continuous struggle, ask the people that's been involved. What I'm saying, from Oakland, from over 50 years ago, we played a dynamic part. They tried to make us look like dope dealers in Oakland. And that's it. They haven't even went, this is what the white folks do. The Negroes haven't even went around to check. You know why? Because they're feeding off the information the white man, the Oakland Police Department, give them. That's why this lady, Khadijah, gets on there and runs her mouth. She got one thing to say, Imam Musa is the fake Imam. Fake Imam. You ain't did nothing. People in Oakland, you was a drug dealer. I dealt cocaine and marijuana. Flake cocaine, not crack and all that stuff. So the only people that had anything to do with me and cocaine was people that had money. So if her mama died of something 10 years or 15 years after I quit selling cocaine, that don't have nothing to do, and I'm selling snotting cocaine, right? And marijuana, and they saying now, marijuana, if you got heart trouble, rheumatism, arthritis, look here, we was selling a health tonic. We should have had a health store, food store, just put a little food in there and had our health tonic like they used to, right? Had weed tea, weed cookies. Why not? Here's the thing about Oakland. We want everybody, you people from Oakland, because see, if you people don't listen and don't study, you won't know what's happening. Find out about East Oakland Enterprises and find out about the first group of young black people from 18 to 25 years old that was opening their own businesses in Oakland, independent of the system, in large numbers. Why? Because of the East Oakland Enterprises. Who was starting that? This is, everybody talk about black independence, black wealth, black this, that, and another. Find somebody that did it. Right there in Oakland. They got to find out. They know about the Black Panthers carrying guns down to Sacramento, but what about the economics? And when they was in trouble economically, find out who helped them. Find out why we went to Algeria. If you're going to run from the police and you're a so-called criminal, why would you run to the hottest spot in the world? Right? It's got to be the hottest spot in the world. If the FBI is looking for everybody over there, right? And you're going to go over there where they are? Ask the people that are still alive there what we was there for. They got to ask something. You can't listen to these people that have never did nothing. Our masjid looks like a SHIT house. last time I was at. There's holes in the roof. I got pictures. There's holes in the ceiling, everything. Mukhtar and Khadijah got some tables in there like they feeding the hungry once a month or something like that. No, and I told the people, our masjid is not an escape from struggle. It's not a secondhand store where you get rotten food. You know, they get an old rotten, you get rotten food, and they feed it to the people in the neighborhood. That's movement. That's not movement. That's not our movement. See, Oakland is not a cafeteria. Oakland is the part of the Islamic movement. That's what these people are talking about. They're not talking about cafeterias, right? And one meal a week in old rotten. When they get that stuff away, like if they give you a 5-pound bag of potatoes, usually about 2 pounds of them are rotten. Or if you get the stuff from Trader Joe's, it's all that old stuff, Trader Joe's out there too. So they put that out and they say, we're feeding the people. And you're not doing anything. No, only thing we're doing is trying to solve the problems of the people. Economic problems, planning problems, social problems, thinking problems, right? Habitual problems. Design destiny, how you control your destiny, right? This is all what they talk about. You ain't did nothing in Oakland. So these people is crazy. You know who they talking to? Dummies. They talking to the other police. But they ain't talking to nobody from Oakland. They talking to people that want us to fail. I'm sorry. It is possible, but we're not the failure, you're the failure. Oakland is a massive, unbelievable failure in everything. I'm not bragging, they ain't touched us on nothing. They did the most heinous things, pulled guns on us, they did everything. They stole several sets of property. I mean, I got old archery, Ben Pearson boat, and I've been having it since 1970. They don't even make them anymore. The fiberglass recurve, is that like, they're stealing. I put some, they've stolen 5 or 6 sets of literally everything over and over again. And the police all know it because I've passed them out. They're the ones